I've been slacking on my reading. I've been posting a new book every so often. I've been nibbling at this King Cole book for over a month. I mean, granted, I only read one short story at a time in the evening, and then I, watch a little TV or I jot down some notes or I read some other stuff. And I have a ridiculous amount of books piling up around me that I probably should dive into. They give me ideas. I also don't want them to be to take over what I'm thinking for games at the moment. I got ideas and I like to stick to them. Looks like my players are digging Restonford a little bit more than they do Stonehill, so we'll probably run it for a couple consistent weeks, and then we'll see. But yeah, get your reading on, folks. You retain it better than watching films, by the way. Or so I've read. But thought I'd make a little video clip here. My granddaughter's making weird faces at me. They think it's funny. But yeah. The Appendix N is essential to understanding what the original TSR people were thinking. It was the media they consumed, that they were raised on, that gave them their taste for whatever. And I think that's where a lot of us break from the modern gamers who get their fantasy, dipping their toe in fantasy was video games. And then in the middle, probably some film. And then the rest of us, Gen X and back, books, fiction. And we didn't have as much serialized the serials as, say, the boomers might have. But we had a lot of the cheesy films on the Monday, Saturday matinees and stuff like that on the weekends or late night television. So, and we can't forget all the great sword and sorcery that was the 80s. Awesome. So, I'm kicking out there. I'm just encouraging everybody to read. I'm even reading stuff about cryptids, and it gives me ideas for my creatures. So I picked this up when we were at a Bigfoot museum. And no, it was the Flatwoods Monster Museum where I picked that one up. So it helps me rename my creatures. Right? A lot of times I'll have bugbears renamed wood boogers, stuff like that, and it completely just throws players off. It's such a simple thing. Not even reskinning it, you're just changing the name. And we do call the same stuff different things depending where your feet are planted, just here in the States, let alone across the world. Although some of the cryptids do give me some cool ideas. I've never really been tempted to make a Mothman, but a Goatman. Instead of orcs, they're just goat-headed humanoids, easy fix. But there we got Bearzilla in Kentucky and some other stuff that's kind of weird and funny. And there's some Lake Michigan monster that I kind of dig. I've always wanted to stat it, but the images of that just straight up look like something out of Where the Wild Things Dwell. But anyway, crack open a book, guys. Later.